we're just pulling up into my dad's property, and when he purchased the property, there's the road getting onto the property has 3 creek crossings, and they were all washed out in the floods. And he's had to go and he's fixed one of them, which we're about to cross through. But the other 2 still need to be fixed, so we're just going to see how far we can get with the caravan, and then we'll figure it out what we're going to do. He's done a good job.
Look at old mate's driveway. No.
So we've just come around the entrance, and Dad didn't take his caravan through this way because the river crossings were down, and he went through a neighbour's property and got on to the actual property where the house is. And there's a stump that's in the way. We've just come around the corner, and the edge of the stone guard has just hit it. So Grant stopped, and we're just digging that out. We've got a little friend in the property. Hey, bud. Dad said there's a couple of them around. Little cute bearded dragons. Grant's just about to come through the second creek crossing. Dad's done a lot of work. I'm surprised at how good it looks so far. I'll insert some photos of what it used to look like, but now it's actually drivable. It was not drivable at all before. You can't even tell. This is so this one's the third creek crossing on the property. Again, I'll put some photos of what it looked like when Dad got the property. We need to put all these back in, but so far we've just made it into a causeway to get across. So I'm not sure if you can see on the camera, but right through there is the other pipe that's supposed to be in this river crossing. Yeah, it's been washed downstream, so we need to it's one of our jobs is to go get that and then rebuild these two causeways into actual crossings with drainage and rocks and everything. So fun times. We're just gonna stay here. We just found a level spot on the, I don't know, 5 acres of cleared ground. We're gonna stay here. The weather's rolling in. We can't be bothered. Someone needs a gin and maybe some like snacks or something. So we're gonna unhitch. We'll stay here, but we do have the nice dam views from where I am.
Lagoon. It's a lagoon.
A lagoon. There's probably only like 2 centimeters of water in there. We'll send the dogs in to test it for us. But yeah, this is where we are for now, and we will show you around the property later. Put the drone up and stuff so you can kind of get a bit of an idea of where we are. Oh, and say hi, Dad.
Hi everybody, how are you? Welcome.
Welcome to my property. So we've decided on Dad's property where we're going to set ourselves up, and Grant's just working out a new fencing area that we're going to put up so that we can keep the dogs in and they can have a run around, and we don't have to worry about them getting into too much, because there's about 3 or 4 little dams on the property and some other things that we just don't want them to get into. So he's putting up fencing, and then we're going to build like a bigger pen area if we go out, so we can keep them, you know, safe. So I'm just walking over to Grant now to give him some water and check in on, see how he's going.
Sure, come and film me now that I've got a tangle. Great timing, thank you.
Now that just because you've got a tangle?
Yeah.
I brought you water.
Oh, that's good, thank you.
Wow. Okay, so we're sectioning off this section of the yard. So that'll be, we'll put the caravan up in the corner and the dogs will be able to walk around and not get into too much.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
So you having fun?
Yeah, hot. Got to go have a swim.
You need to have another.
Blah, 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 blah.
You need to have another
Blah, blah,
swim. Yeah. You need to have another swim.
Yes, I do. Yes.
So in this section, just behind me, this shed, or old horse shelter thing, we're going to build like a higher fence around that and kind of make like a pen. And there's some old recliners that were left here on the property from the old owners. So we're going to put those recliners inside the little sheltered area, so the dogs can have a recliner each to sleep on, because they're very precious. So the fence is starting to take shape at the moment. We've got this fence all done. We've done this one this morning. We have a gate that we found on the property, which will come here in between the 2 poles, just so we can get in and out. And then my brother has flown up from Melbourne, and Grant and him at the moment so they're working on the pen area. So we've got the fence, we're going to make that higher than what it is, so still working on that. coming together, and everything has been pieces of materials that we found on the property, which is very handy. We've been at the property now, I think just under a week. Lots of things have been happening. I had to drive back down to Sydney and back up and collect some, collect some stuff from my grandma's house and bring it up here. And we've been doing a lot of work on the property, doing the fencing stuff, and Grant, Dad and my brother are down at the creek crossings. So the property is 185 acres. There's approximately 2 kilometres of road to come in through to the property from the main road, and across that road on the property there's 3 creek crossings, which in the floods that happened the beginning of last year, they got washed away. So Dad has done some work to drive across them, because you couldn't even drive across them at all. And we're able to drive across and get into the property, but now they need to put the drainage pipes back across and build some culverts and clean up the creek. So they're down there starting work on one of the crossings, and I'm just going to go see what they're up to. What Grant's doing at the moment is just trying to straighten up the creek bed, because it kind of does a bit of a dog leg, and then when the water comes it can't just flow straight away. It has to kind of weave its way around the dog leg. So Grant's just got on the excavator and is straightening that up so we can have a clear path for the water to run away. And then he'll come over to the actual road and they'll dig this out to put the new drainage pipes through, and the 2 that were here that washed away back into the road. That's the pipe that got washed down the creek that Dad and Michael have now rescued. Just come down to see the progress that the boys have been making down at the creek crossing, and they've cleared one side and now working on the other side. Just walking down to check on the progress at the creek crossing. I haven't been down here since yesterday lunchtime. It's now, I don't know, 4 o'clock or something. So they've probably done a bit since then. Let's have a look. So obviously dug down pretty deep. I'll turn the camera around, but I can just see the top of Grant's hat. So it's got to be 7 feet of what they've dug down.
Hi.
Hi. Just see the top of your hat. It's pretty deep in there. Wowzers.
Hey Dad, dug a hole.
So that's where I filmed the excavator first, digging in there, where the water is, and then so I made sure I wore the appropriate footwear to come down and visit. I didn't really realise I'd have to stand on a big pile of dirt to see anything. Yeah. Got the good old Birks on, the safety shoes.
Keep pushing the foot. What? Yeah, keep pushing. Wait for it to be. You guys
This is going to be horrible. I'm going to be such a bad...
putting the L plates on the digger.
Okay, key, don't turn it on yet. Okay. This, when the key's on and the engine's running, this will not operate until this is down.
Well, that was fun having to go on the excavator. I could probably get the hang of that and help him out. But now, back over to Dad. So we've been at Dad's property now for probably about just over 2 weeks and been getting a lot of work done. We've moved our caravan. We're now in the fenced area that we were fencing. That's the word, I guess. The area we were fencing so that we can keep the dogs in there. Dad has moved his caravan in here as well. The fencing in here is pretty much done. I've got to finish the dog enclosure pen area so we can secure the dogs if we go out for a full day or something and they can't go explore and get themselves into mischief on the property. So that's in progress and we're working away on that. The dogs have just come over to say hi. The dogs are loving it, being able to have free range. So they're having a ball running around the property. I have been on the zero-turn lawnmower, the Hustler, which, can I tell you, is so fun to drive. And I've mowed and cleared out this section. I think we have some drone footage, so I'll put that in here. All that area was just these really thin like gum trees coming up and oaks and some like very tall grasses. I'll show you what it did look like. So we've cleared all that and Grant has cleared all this section. In there was a dam and some trees and an old like, I guess like a dog pen or something like that. So we've pulled that down and cleared all that area, and Grant's now moving all the trees that he's pushed over with the excavator into a big burn pile. So I'll go over and show you what he's up to. If I have before photos of this area, I will put some in. Dad might have some. So this big dirt patch that I'm standing on, we're going to put two big 30,000 litre water tanks and a 4,000 litre or 4,500 litre septic tank. On the shed house it only has a 10,000 litre water tank, so we're upgrading it all so we can have ample water and we don't have to worry. And then upgrading the sewerage system. And just here is the pile of trees Grant has been pushing over and cutting down. So all this area that I mowed and cleared yesterday, or the day before, what it used to look like was this. So this is what it used to look like, and it was just long grasses, these bushes and oak trees, little gum trees. So now we have a nice big cleared area around the property so we don't have to worry about snakes. We can also get around, and we have room for the tanks, the water tanks and the septic tank to go in, and it'll just be a little bit easier to maintain now that we've got through a bit of work. Still, lots more work to do. Hey guys, so it's been probably about 2 weeks since the last footage you just seen, and we've been so busy. We've been up to Brisbane 5 times to drop the car off, over to Concept Canopies, and then take it over to Big Dog, and that's been sitting there, and we've been doing lots of things. I can't even say how many things we've been up to and doing. And then we've driven out to Grenfell and picked up a tractor and an old caravan from my uncle's, and that was like 14 hours each way. And you can see behind me over my shoulder we've got the water tanks in, some other piles of rubbish and everything happening, so it's just all happening, and we've been very busy, so I apologize for not being as active on here as we would like to be, but we probably will be doing a video every 2 weeks now, and hopefully the end of this week we go and pick up the car with the canopy and everything done on it, so that video will be coming shortly whenever we can get that done. But yeah, we've just been so busy here on the property getting everything sorted so that we can leave my dad in a good place when we go traveling again. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you're enjoying these little videos, and yeah, we really look forward to getting back on the road and showing you everything. So thank you, and we'll see you in a fortnight. Thanks for watching.